Hold on.
You dropped the pot on the ravioli.
Fuck you. So we are making pasta today, and if you've ever made it before, then you already know you have to get a boiling pot of water going. I always recommend doing this at the beginning of the meal so that the water can be ready when it's time to just throw it on in there. We're gonna cut our burner on high. Salt goes into this water. You want your pasta water to be salty, like sea salt, not just a little pinch. So today we're gonna use some raw, large shrimp. They still have the shell on them, so I have to get the shells off. They have been cleaned already, but I will run them under the water just so that we make sure that they're super clean. Lemon purifies things, so we're gonna use this to clean our shrimp. All right, so we're gonna pour this water off of here. This is all the shrimp peeled. I did leave a few with the tail still on them because we're gonna use those for presentation when we plate. For the most part, we just being extra as fuck. That your protein is gonna turn out its best if it's dry. So always pat your protein dry before we decide to put anything on them. We're getting ready to season our shrimp. I already squeezed the lemon juice on here, so I told y'all about that. My favorite go-to for any like seafood thing is gonna be garlic powder, black pepper, a little crushed red pepper. You can also cancel this if you don't like heat. One of my favorite pals in the kitchen is the Tonys, and legit a pinch of salt. We gonna put it in our hand first because you can oversalt something real quick. We going to pinch, and that's it. And they say throw the salt over your shoulder, right? So these little special ingredients are going to give the pasta sauce its flavor. I love shallots. If you don't have a shallot, just use a little onion, like a very little onion. We're also going to use fresh garlic. It is a staple. I just say take fresh garlic. Use fresh garlic. Child, I like shallots, but baby, they will make you cry. Everybody says they hate fresh garlic because of how you get the damn garlic out of whatever this is, the skin. I'm gonna show you a quick, easy tip for taking it out without it being like super headache. I crumble this up because it's gonna get a lot of the stuff off. So we're gonna cut it, cut these little end parts off like that. Simple. Smash your garlic like that. So we just gonna rough chop this. If you wanna chop it fine, you can fine chop it. And then once you got them all in, you can kind of bring these together. Tomatoes, slice these tomatoes in half like this. It's something about them real crispy in a pan with some good old sauce. So we don't really need a lot of them. It's giving you color. When you put them in the skillet, it'll give a little flavor. We get a nice little brown on them. All right, we finna saute our situation. Saute our shallots and garlic. Then we're gonna toss in our tomatoes. Let's get that going. I'm gonna use grapeseed oil because it's a better, healthier oil than the other stuff. But I'm still gonna use a little butter too because, baby, why not? A little bit of butter, a little bit of butter. We are going to cook this until it is translucent. And that means that you can kind of see through the shallots. And we don't want to burn our garlic. So I have to put these in next. You could just sit them down, face down. When I was telling y'all about the caramelization, that's what I meant. You can just toss them in too, but I'm being extra right now. So I am now starting to smell this, so we know that we own something, right? Face down, let them cook for a hot second, and then we'll stir them up. As you can see, this is looking and smelling pretty good. I have turned my heat down. Now that we have everything sauteed, it is smelling like, it's smelling good in the motherfucker up in here. So now we are going to build our sauce, okay? Heavy whipping cream is your friend. You don't have to rely on the jar sauce. You can make your own sauce and be just as awesome as that jar sauce with just a little bit of heavy whipping cream. So we're gonna get ready and add that into here. Oh fuck, we're not gonna add that first. Cream cheese. Yeah, adding this is gonna create a creamier sauce. So I like to add it in early and be able to get this kind of mixed in with the hot stuff. You wanna start with some softened cream cheese, because if you try to do it with like fresh out the refrigerator cream cheese, it's gonna be kind of hard, okay? So I'm not using a lot either, like legit, just that much. And you're just mixing this around, like that's why I use this splatted, I believe they call it, or spoon with the holes in it. That's why we're using it, so that we can kind of get everything meshed well together. Super simple. See how that cream cheese, if you would have did this and it just came out the refrigerator, it was gonna be super hard to work with. Okay. Now let's add our heavy whipping cream. You know your sauce is on its way to success when you pull your foam out and you can shoot and it don't run. Oh, the fire alarm. Shit, we in the hood. We in Chicago. So now we adding our cheese. And before I really season my sauce with anything, I recommend that you add the Parmesan cheese and the other cheese. It has salt in it already. So you don't want to go crazy on the seasonings until you add them. So I'm doing Parm, and then I'm also going to do a little mix of mozzarella provolone. And this just for the extra cheesy effect. This sauce is it. I'm finna cut this heat off of this sauce, because it is pretty much where we want to go. Sauce is finito. The sauce is done. Okay, we're gonna take that off the heat. Yeah, so we're about to grill our shrimp. I'm using some canola oil. Make sure you have it on a hot grill, hot surface. If I wasn't using this griddle, I would be using my cast iron skillet. You see the color that we've developed on these? That's why you gotta let things cook. Don't touch them, leave them alone. Shrimp is almost done, so we're gonna drop our pasta, our ravioli, my bad. All right, I'm adding a little bit of flavor to this water that we're about to boil our ravioli in. It's some garlic, roasted garlic herb butter. Shout out Trader Joe's. Y'all make the coolest products. I love the good old ravioli. So these legit only take like 3 minutes on the stove, so you don't want to overcook these. This is the golden rule, y'all. A lot of people want to season everything like a million seasonings and this, that, and the third. But one thing is very important is your sauce is gonna get thick, okay? The sauce is thick. Oh my God, did I mess it up? No, you did not. It's all kind of deliciousness in this sauce still. What we're gonna do is take a little bit of pasta water and add it to our sauce, okay? Remember, the pasta water is seasoned with salt, and I done added some garlic herb butter to it, right? So you don't over season your pasta sauce because you wanna do this, that. And this is to loosen it up. It's gonna loosen it up. Alrighty guys, we are coming to a finale with this ravioli dish we done created around here. Play as fuck up. That's the slogan for the motherfucking year. Play as fuck up. So we just gonna sauce this motherfucker up. Child. Bae's gonna be happy when he get this meal. We're gonna do a little pine nut to have a little crunch. And some more Parmesan cheese. And a little of that mussel. Okay. Lay them all around. everybody. Good.